Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and I welcome all of you back to another Iron Maiden reaction video, where tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we move on from... I'm still playing in my mind about whether or not I was being that fair, because I kind of gave the impression last time with Writing on the Wall that I kind of thought it was a little bit generic, because as I said before, I considered that to be the 21st century Iron Maiden song of all time, which, no, I don't think that's particularly fair. I think there was a lot of really cool ideas that went into it, and to be fair, the solos that Smith and Murray do are out of this world, because they always are. Those two are they go together like a house on fire. And with that being said, I would have just gone straight. I would have just said, you know what, let's just get the next song started off with. But apparently, this is there's a bit of history to this one in terms of apparently it revolves around the extermination of Native Americans, and even dealing with subject matter like that, you don't really realize it until it's sort of brought home to you a little bit in regards to that's quite dark. And when it comes to Iron Maiden doing dark songs, it's kind of I'd be a little bit remiss, ladies and gentlemen, to say that actually I kind of can't quite put into words or even remember in the back of my mind when Iron Maiden did a song that had especially dark themes in it, because they talk about dark things. They talk a lot about how brutal human life can be in the eyes of others. And they talk about historical battles, they talk about incantations, they talk about deaths in the gallows. But strangely enough, they don't really go in that sort of direction. Even when I did Empire of the Clouds, it was not it was more tragic than dark. So with that being said, I want to see let's see how this plays out. But here we go, eh? So, Lost in a Lost World. Let's go.
All is not, it seems to be on the outside. Sometimes what appears to be is a show. What shows in the face is only a mirror. We all have some better places to go. To say things that we should have heard long ago. Tear myself away from thoughts in my head.
Wait a minute.
The people worshiping the sun. Naked to the flames, burn dance for rain. The halogen and sacred word. The others, and we watch away their sins for them. Feel the spirit of the old ones standing proud upon their race, and the testament to ancestors that are never to retrace. For the flame of innocence as they ride into the sun, thinking now of our forefathers that are lying dead upon holy ground and sacred earth now, revisit stolen youth.
Wow. Lost in, I'm lost in.
Will we ever heal our old wounds like forever darkness wall, fighting for their lives again? So come on now, don't be afraid. This is where destiny lies, just to let us breathe again. Brought upon this earth to wander and to walk forever lost, with the ashes of our enemies to live among our ghosts. Of our past fear nothing, life is but a better path to joy. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, our whole nation overrun, its self-existence under threat, and soon will be none of us left. Remember names of all our dead now, in enemies that fled, reaching for our sky forever free, a sadness that is proud. As the clouds all drift away now, until we meet again.
Good Lord. That certainly answers my first immediate question, because again, let's get this out of the way, because I feel like it would be extremely distracting if I didn't put it out there, ladies and gentlemen, because, well, as you can imagine, I don't think, in my opinion, Iron Maiden, they do dark material. What they do instead is that they paint it as tragic. That's what they do. They don't glorify, they don't showboat, they don't make it seem like anything that happened was good. They don't do it like that. And it's actually, I think even at this point, it's almost the anti-Senjutsu track, because Senjutsu talked a lot about defending yourself and actually standing to battle. What exactly did the Native Americans actually have to fight with against the white man? What exactly did he have? Did he have anything to defend himself? Were they? I know, again, maybe my knowledge of this period of history, I've never seen Pocahontas, and I know obviously it's only partially based on what happened, but because I don't have all the knowledge and all the facts myself, I can't go around saying things that I may only be 2% certain of. But what I will say, ladies and gentlemen, is that Lost in a Lost World is, I would, again, if writing on the wall was set in a very particular status quo for the quality that Iron Maiden has had in the 21st century, well, for the last 25 years now, if anything, Lost in a Lost World is a complete game changer, because the opening was fantastic, the ending was fantastic, the solo was glorious, they can still do this, ladies and gentlemen. It's not like back in The Final Frontier, where the opening was quite long, but then it really kicked ass with a big, heavy boot. Lost in a Lost World, it sets the ground running, and then it kicks your ass into action. And right now, Lost in a Lost World is definitely my favourite song on the album. But then again, there isn't really a weak link to this. When the time comes, ladies and gentlemen, and I will rank every single Iron Maiden song from worst to best, Senjutsu is going to be an absolute nightmare to categorize, because I like every single one of these songs for one reason or another. There's no real sense that one is better than the others. Rather, all of them are good for different reasons, and that subjectivity could probably cause a lot of problems, because if I had to put together this list right now, I swear to God, Lost in a Lost World will be maybe number 18, and there is some very stiff competition already, because I like a lot of Iron Maiden stuff that probably is not nearly as maybe as good as it should have been, but only because maybe it's, again, a very subjective thing. I mean, that also would probably explain why something like Nomad, in my opinion, ranks at 28. Because I know there's probably at least 35 songs that are better than that, but good lord, do I love the premise. So that's just how it is. And I also really love the idea of this, because Iron Maiden are not shy from going across the globe with their history, and they bring it to life, ladies and gentlemen, and they put it into words beautifully penned, of course, by Steve Harris. It's why I will continue to note them, ladies and gentlemen, as the poet laureates of metal. Up the irons, as they say. So, I hope each and every one of you have enjoyed Lost in a Lost World by Iron Maiden, and I cannot wait to talk to you guys again in the next video. Take care, and bye-bye for now.